What's up guys, Chase here at Rocky Mountain 8 VMC and welcome to our product spotlight for the SE4 helmet from Troy Lee Designs. Alright guys, Troy Lee Designs. Now Troy Lee, this guy got his start over 30 years ago. He actually started out painting his buddies' helmets out of his parents' garage. And now today, Troy Lee Designs has become one of the most recognizable names in the motorcycle industry. And we're excited to talk about the new and improved SE4. If I could describe this helmet in 2 words, they would be safety and lightweight. But I'm not going to stop there. We're going to dissect this helmet. I'm going to show you all the new design and safety features that make this new and improved from the SE3 and why this helmet really is a front runner as far as safety and innovation goes when it comes to the off-road helmet market. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna talk about, let's talk about sizing. Now, I've got a medium and a small up here on the table. We've had multiple riders try these helmets on. In our opinion, they do fit true to size. They are very comfortable, but you always wanna make sure you check the sizing guide, measure your head so you know what size you are gonna need. Now with this helmet, you're gonna have extra small all the way up to double XL. And within those sizes, there's actually 3 different shell sizes with this helmet. You're gonna have a small, a medium, and a large shell size. And the reason for that is it makes it easier to get a better fit for every rider, no matter what size head you have. So you can have small, again, the medium, and the large. Now with the construction of the helmet, it's gonna be a carbon fiber Kevlar composite mix. This helmet is gonna be DOT and Snell rated, and it is very lightweight, like I said before. The medium, I went down and weighed these myself. Medium came in at 3.15 pounds, and the small came in at 2.8. So very lightweight compared to some of the other high-end helmets that are on the market today. Now with this helmet, if we look at the profile of it, very aggressive design, but there are a couple differences between the SE3 that I do want to point out. The first is the old SE3, it had a hood scoop up here on the top to help vent air and push it through the helmet. They've done away with that, and you no longer have that removable chin guard or mouth guard up here on the chin bar. Now with that hood scoop being gone, it really adds functionality to the helmet. They've left it nice and flat up here on the top, and it's nice because it's very friendly for your action cameras. We know a lot of guys rock those. This makes it very easy to mount those. And up here with the chin or the mouth guard being removed, it's still gonna vent plenty, but not having that hood scoop or that removable mouth guard. With Troy Lee, when he designed it, he went after less is more. So now you just have less parts that could potentially break off if you did have a crash. So a great design aspect, a lot of forward thinking with that new construction. All right, so next up, let's talk about ventilation on this helmet. Now, obviously you want the helmet to breathe well. Troy Lee, I feel, has really accomplished that. Here in the front, you're gonna have over 20 vents that are gonna pull air through the helmet. You're gonna have multiple vents down here along the chin bar, up here along the eye port. And what I like is that these vents up here by the eye port actually pull air through and it pushes it down into your goggle area. So when it's hot, if your goggles are fogging up, that's gonna help keep that to a minimum. Now up here underneath the visor, again, more vents. And then if we look at the top here, up here on the top of the helmet, just behind the visor, again, you're gonna have some vents there. And one thing I will show, I forgot to mention this earlier, that these screws on the visor, these are plastic, they are shear away. So if you did have a crash, these are designed to break off. That is a safety feature that is built into this helmet. So you have those vents, those are gonna pull the air through the helmet. This helmet actually has 9 internal channels built into the liner that are gonna pull air through the helmet. That negative pressure, it's gonna take that hot air and push it through the 6 exhaust vents that you're gonna have here in the rear. You're gonna have some up here at the top, down the bottom, and also the neck roll actually has a couple of exhaust ports down there at the bottom as well. So again, a great design. The helmet definitely is going to breathe extremely well. All right, so now we're gonna flip this helmet over and we're gonna show you what's going on the inside. We're gonna start out with the liner. Now it's gonna be a Coolmax and Drylex liner. It's moisture wicking, fully removable, and you're gonna be able to wash it. Now here on the cheek pads, first thing I'm gonna point out, these are gonna be emergency removal cheek pads. That is a huge safety benefit with this helmet. If an EMT or a first responder needs to remove those, it makes it much easier. And how they work, you're just gonna take your finger, put on this tab, you're gonna pull up and out, and you can see how easily those come out of the helmet. So I'm gonna pull this other one out here. So once those are out, I will show you right here, I like the neck strap that they have titanium D-loops. It just helps keep the helmet lightweight. So now again, there's your Drylex and your Coolmax comfort liner on the inside. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this out now. Now that's completely out. Now the first thing you're gonna look at, you're probably gonna notice when I pull that out, is gonna be this big yellow thing going on the inside here. What that is called MIPS. Now MIPS stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System. We're seeing this system used in a lot of the high-end helmets now, and what it is, it's for angular impacts. So we know that most crashes, they don't go straight up and down. You're usually going at a high speed, and so you're gonna crash at an angle. So what that MIP system does, it allows the rider's head to rotate just enough inside the helmet that's gonna slow down that impact, and it's gonna help disperse energy better. So it's a very good safety feature that you're getting with that MIP system. Now, if you look at the top at that MIPS liner, you are going to see a sticker that says eject approved design. So this helmet is also built to take the eject helmet removal system. If you're not familiar with that, it allows a first responder or an EMT to pump air into the helmet, and that will expand the helmet, making it easier to remove from the rider's head. Now just keep in mind though, that is sold separate, but I love the design that Troy Lee has done with that system. Normally you'll see a cutout in the EPS liner to put that ejection removal system. Troy Lee, they didn't want to take away any of the EPS liner because that's what absorbs the impact. Instead, they took your comfort liner here, and what they've done is instead of putting padding on the top, they've left that, and that is where that eject helmet removal system would go. So they've thought forward and they said, hey, we don't want to take away any of the safety from the helmet. Let's do it to the liner. So it just goes right here on top of your comfort liner. It still works great. You don't notice it when it's on inside the helmet. So again, you're getting that MIP system along with that eject helmet removal system. Now moving on with safety, we are going to talk about the EPS liner inside this helmet. Now what Troy Lee Designs has done is they say that they have put 13% more EPS liner in the frontal headband area here, and then 8% more in the rear and the bottom of the helmet. That's going to help absorb impacts even better. Now they say those numbers, that's 13 to 8% more than the next closest competitor. Now EPS, if you don't know what that stands for, it stands for expanded polystyrene. It's a very dense foam that absorbs impact extremely well. Now the liner on this helmet, the EPS liner, it's actually 3 pieces, and those 3 pieces are 2 different densities. The upper region here is going to be a softer density, then you're going to have a harder density in the lower and the rear. That's going to be for your slow, your mid, and your high speed impacts. So they want to make sure that you're going to have great protection regardless of the speed that you're traveling in this helmet. And then in the chin bar here, this is another great design and safety aspect of the helmet. They've used EPP lining instead of EPS. EPP stands for expanded polypropylene. So it's still a dense foam that's going to absorb impact and flex very well, but what it does, it actually has some memory to it. So it's going to retain its shape much better. So if you like to carry your helmet by your hand, if you want to hang it on your handlebars, you're not going to damage that foam, and it's going to keep its shape extremely well. So they've thought about just about everything when it comes to this helmet as far as safety and functionality. All right, guys, so thanks for checking out our product spotlight for the SE4 helmet from Troy Lee Designs. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this helmet, so make sure you comment below. Now head on over to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com and make sure you use the sizing guide, measure your head so you know what size helmet you are going to need. This thing is going to ship for free, and we have our apparel fit guarantee. So if you get a size, you're not happy with it, you can send it back in brand new condition, and we will make sure you get the right size, and we will provide free shipping on your first exchange. Last thing I need you to do, click and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you will stay in the loop and up to date on the latest product reviews, gear guides, and how-to videos that we are constantly rolling out here at Rocky Mountain. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.